everybody, what's up and welcome back to Baby Life Over 100. I'm Abby, this is Atlas. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing some special effects makeup and stuff. I feel like I'm gonna be like a cool artist in this video, showing you all my little secrets and tips. I struggled with this for years. Sometimes I just put red marks as like little battle wounds or something for roleplay. But I guess I've matured over time and I've realized how to do that in a cool way. So today that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you all my tips and tricks and how to do these types of wounds for roleplay, and I don't know, it looks really cool, I think. And yeah, so obviously there will be some bruises and bloody. It's not really bloody, okay? It's literally just a red mark. But if you're sensitive to that stuff, I recommend you go watch another video. But yeah, I guess we'll get started. I'm really excited for this video actually, so we're gonna get started. All right, hi. This is kind of weird. I'm not used to doing this kind of angle, but hopefully it works out. I guess we'll just get started with our basic like cuts, wounds, whatever you want to call them. So I do use washable markers for these, obviously, because they would not be able to come off. One, they smear really easily, which is something that you're going to want to keep in mind when you're doing these types of things, because it looks way better. If you're using Sharpie or something like that, one, it's going to be permanent, and two, it's not going to look very realistic. Like, I'll put up a picture of one of my dolls who has a Sharpie colored wound, and as you can see, it's not very, it just kind of looks cool, but you can't really tell that it's kind of like a battle wound or something like that. So I recommend using washable markers. So let's go ahead and get our colors. I'm gonna use a really dark red, and that is because sometimes red, like blood, is pretty bright, but I don't know, I just find that darker red looks really better. I mean, you can really do whatever color you want or even have, I guess. Something like this, I guess, would work, but I just like to use darker reds. Got our little face right here. I'm just gonna do one right on her cheek right here. I have a lot of good placements that I use a lot.
One of them is just on the bridge of the nose like this, as kind of like a, I'll show you. It's kind of like that. That is horrible, but you get the point. It's kind of just like a scar like that. And as you can see, it does kind of stay upon the plastic for a minute if you apply a lot of pressure, but otherwise it's just going to look like this. Kind of right here, or like just like a basic scar like that. But even just like, you see, like, doesn't Charlie Puth have something like this? Or like, he has some type of scar on his eyebrow. It's kind of cool. Sometimes it looks better on other dolls. It would look kind of cool, but it just kind of weird.
So I just wanted to show you real quick. I just put a little bit of water on this paper towel, and it is washing off pretty well. So in case you were worried, I used Crayola Super Tip markers. I also forgot to mention that you don't have to do it just on the face. It looks really cool on an arm as well, but you also have to be careful because if you do it on this, it's gonna look really weird. Just kind of like on the shoulder part right here, or like on the hand, sometimes like a little X or something. It looks kind of cool. Don't do it on the neck. You're never gonna see it. Kind of just like that. That looks really cool. So we're just gonna do a basic scar on the face so you can kind of see. So I'm using this really dark red color. This is the darkest color of red I think I have. That's washable anyway. So I'm just gonna do a line right here. All right, that's, I mean, you could, if you want to do like little cuts, that's okay, but it just does not look very realistic. I recommend doing longer cuts with at least a few strokes. So we have our first stroke there, and then I want to make this one kind of going like this, and then there's going to be another kind of scratch going this way. So I'm doing another line, and then I'm doing another line. So these aren't connected. If you do it connected, it's gonna look kind of weird and not very natural. It would just look really weird. So I'm doing another short line, and then another one. So you can see it's like uneven all over the place, and that's all right. That's how I want it to be. And then this one's gonna come from our eye a little bit, or from the corner anyway. Just another line there. And then I want this to curve a little bit. I don't want it going down this way. So I'm just gonna bring it over there. Little small strokes. Baby steps, people, baby steps. And I realize here that this is really, really skinny right here. So I can go over with like leaning my marker back a little instead of just going directly above, leaning it back to get the thicker side. And I'm kind of just going over it a few times. And it's gonna do like that kind of watery thing at the top, but it'll go away. And plus that kind of makes it look more natural because blood just kind of just doesn't open up, you know. And make sure I'm making it very red so it's pretty visible. I'm doing the same thing right here. I'm just making it thicker. I'm gonna do one, did a little second one there. Okay, that looks really cool. I love that little like sharp edge right there. That looks really cool. I'm gonna make this thicker a little bit. Look at that. Oh, all right, I've got some paper here. Cuts aren't usually just like that. You know, that is not a cut. It looks like a marker line. They're kind of wavy. They are very kind of, they're not straight lines, very irregular. Sometimes you will see a cut like this, like that, but it's not ever gonna be just like that. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. It makes it more realistic. And I love doing little lines at the end. You see this one kind of just like drags out a little bit. This makes it a lot more realistic because it started from a corner, it got deeper, and then it kind of ended at a corner. Next, we're going to talk about bruises. So this one's really hard to master. It took me a hot minute to realize that bruises are not just blue, okay? I really love to mix mine, make them detailed, and they honestly just look better. And I will show you what I mean. Now for placement, obviously you could get a bruise on your nose. Would you get a bruise on your cheek? I guess one like right here, but it's not like a scar where it's just gonna like be in the middle of your face. I think I'm gonna do one on her arm right here because, you know, you can get a lot of elbow bruises by jamming your elbow. Okay, so my neighbors decided to mow their lawn in the middle of my filming, so I'm really sorry if you hear that, but we're just gonna start on this bruise right here. I think the plastic, the baby lathe, makes bruises kind of blend well together. I have just a couple colors here. If you want to do like a lighter bruise that, you know, from a few days ago or something, I recommend using like yellow and green. I don't know if you want to go into that, look up bruise colors online, but I'm warning you, it's kind of graphic, so but I kind of want to do a darker bruise because, you know, the most generic one with blue, purple, and a darker blue. I don't know which blue I'm going to use, but we'll figure it out. If any of you guys do watercolor, I'm sure you know the technique of blotting the like watercolor as it's setting. It's kind of like that, but you have to be quick with the color because with the paper towel, you want to be able to give it that texture and pick up all of that like dark color. So bruises aren't just this, like this. Would you be able to tell that this is a bruise? No. And I used to do them like this, believe it or not. Bruises aren't just a circle, they're actually just like a weird shape, I don't know. So try experimenting with like different shapes, different circles. And you want a lot of color on it so you're able to blot it up like this. So I'm just gonna push on it and you see all that color comes up and this texture sort of appears. Now this is a little dark because now it just looks like a big fat tattoo or something. I'm gonna put some water on it water sometimes helps kind of just like make it more natural. I need some more water. You want it to be blended into the skin. I think that's pretty good. I also like to smear it with my finger. That actually works a lot better because from there you're able to smear it. I guess paper towel works the same, but with your hand you have more control. It really takes some time to make like a really good one. Okay, so that's pretty good. I think you really just want this like fading right here. That's really important for bruises because you don't want it to just be like a plain blue circle. You know, practice it. But yeah, now we've got a very scarred up Atlas, but hopefully she's doing better. Bruises are really the most challenging thing to do. You really just want to put as much detail, as much blending, and you know, like you gotta mess with it for a bit until you get that. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this video. I'm sorry if it was kind of weird. I just thought that I used to get asked a lot like how I did mine, and you know, obviously now I've gotten better at it, but I guess I just wanted to make this video for my past self. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next week. Goodbye, everybody. Bye. You don't ever want to give me wings. You don't ever want to set me free. You know I'm still got it. Bruise. Ah!